August 31st, 1997, the night the world stopped. While millions of people were crying in front of their televisions, something else was happening in the shadows of the Pont de l'Alma tunnel. Evidence was being removed. Cameras were turned off. The timeline was being rewritten before the wreckage even cooled down. Official reports call it a tragic accident caused by a drunk driver. But if you look at the documents the royal family tried to bury, you realize one terrifying truth. Diana didn't just die, she was executed. To understand the crash, you have to understand the threat. By 1997, Diana wasn't just an ex-wife. She was a loose cannon aimed directly at the monarchy. She was stripped of her royal title, but she was more powerful than the Queen herself. She controlled the press, she controlled the narrative, and then she introduced Dodi. Dodi Fayed, a billionaire, a playboy, a Muslim, for the British establishment. This wasn't a romance, it was a crisis. Rumors were already circulating in MI6 corridors. Diana was pregnant. Imagine the paradox. The future King of England, William, having a Muslim half-brother. The church wouldn't allow it. The crown couldn't survive it. They didn't see a princess in love. They saw a dynasty in danger. So, how do you eliminate a threat like Diana without creating a martyr? You don't use a sniper. You make it look like a tragic accident. You need a scapegoat. Enter Henri Paul, the driver. The media painted him as a drunk alcoholic. But look closer at his bank accounts. In the months before the crash, Henri Paul received multiple cash deposits. Large sums, far more than a security manager earns. Money that was traced back to intelligence services. And then, the crash itself. Witnesses didn't just hear a bang, they saw a flash. A blinding, high-intensity white light inside the tunnel, seconds before impact. This wasn't a paparazzi camera. Experts suggest it was a military-grade strobe light, a weapon designed specifically to blind a driver and force a loss of control. It wasn't bad luck. It was a precise, calculated takedown. And there was one car waiting to ensure the job was done. The White Fiat Uno. Here is the most chilling part. Diana didn't die on impact. She was alive, conscious. She was even speaking to the responders. In trauma medicine, there is a rule called the golden hour. You have 60 minutes to save a life. But that night, the ambulance didn't rush. The hospital was less than 4 miles away, a simple 10-minute drive. But the ambulance drove at a walking pace. It stopped. Twice. It took 1 hour and 40 minutes to reach the hospital. By the time they arrived, the golden hour was gone. But the most damning evidence wasn't in the tunnel. It was locked in a safe in London. The Mishkan note. 2 years before the crash, Diana told her lawyer, efforts would be made to get rid of me, specifically by a car accident. That note was hidden from French investigators for 6 years. So, look at the evidence again. A blinded driver, a phantom white Fiat, an ambulance that took 2 hours, and a secret note predicting it all.